Welcome to the Explainer, where we cut through all the noise and break down the AI news that actually matters. Let's get right into it. AI moves so fast, it can feel, well, just overwhelming, right? There's a flood of announcements every single day. So in this Explainer, we're going to focus on what really moved the needle this week, whether you're an exec, an investor, or a researcher. All right, first up, let's talk about AI in the real world. We're going way beyond the hype to see how AI is actually being put to work right now, from corporate boardrooms all the way down to the chips it runs on. Okay, so one of the biggest roadblocks for AI in the enterprise, it all comes down to trust. I mean, if you're in finance or healthcare, you just can't have an AI hallucinating or making stuff up. The solution that's really gaining steam is a move to what are called deterministic models. Think of it like a perfect recipe. You put in the same ingredients, you get the exact same cake every single time. No surprises. And that's exactly what companies like Artificial Genius are doing on AWS. They're giving enterprises that reliability they've been desperate for. And as AI weaves itself into our daily lives, safety becomes a huge deal, right? Especially when it comes to younger users. This week, OpenAI took a really important step here by giving developers new safety policies that are based on prompts. This basically hands developers the tools they need to manage risks for specific age groups right inside their apps, building safety in from the very start. Now, $1 billion? I mean, that's not just a big number, it's a massive statement of intent. This kind of investment shows a serious commitment to tackling the bigger picture, the societal side of AI. We're talking about pouring money into the really big stuff: health, jobs, community resilience, the works. For anyone watching this space, what this signals is a move away from just building cool tech to actually shaping the entire ecosystem around it. And believe me, the momentum just keeps on rolling. You've got ChatGPT making shopping way more immersive. Then, on the back end, Google's TurboQuant is making these huge models way more efficient. ARM is even redesigning computer chips for this new era of AI agents. But, and this is a big but, all this progress has a real human side, and we're seeing students getting pretty anxious about things like AI-driven job interviews. Okay, so that's the real world. Now let's peek inside the labs and look at the cutting-edge research. Because the apps we use today, they were just research papers a few years ago. And what's happening in these labs right now is what's going to power the next big thing. This table really lays out the three main directions research is heading in right now. So first, you've got making AI systems better, like creating AI agents that can literally review code for quality. Second, we're getting smarter about understanding AI itself, using things like mecha nudges to sort of gently guide its behavior. And third, and this is super exciting, AI is becoming a tool for science, helping us decode the very building blocks of life, from DNA all the way to proteins. Okay, stick with me here, because this is where things get really wild. So we've had AI helping with research for a bit, right? That's auto research. Bi-level auto research is the next step. It's an AI whose entire job is to figure out how to make research AI better. It's basically an AI that's optimizing the process of discovery itself. Mind-bending stuff. So what's the big takeaway here? The crucial point is that AI is graduating. It's no longer just the thing being studied. It's becoming a colleague, an active participant in the research. And people are now seriously talking about AI acting as a peer reviewer, which is, a fundamental part of how science has worked for centuries. So with all that in mind, where is this train heading? Well, AI isn't just growing on its own. The next huge leap is going to come when it starts merging with other major technologies. This is the next frontier. Yeah, the big idea you need to grasp is this. AI is becoming the new foundational layer. Think of it like the new Windows or iOS, but for all of technological innovation. So if you're an executive or an investor, this means AI is the platform where the next big breakthroughs in, well, pretty much everything are going to be built. And this isn't some far-off future stuff. We're seeing it happen right now. It's becoming totally essential for building next-gen quantum computers. It's being used to create these flexible AI factories that can actually help stabilize our energy grids. And it's at the heart of creating these super realistic 3D assets that we need to train robots in virtual worlds before they go out into the real one. Okay, so we have all this incredible progress in apps, in research, in these huge technological convergences, which brings us to the final and maybe the most important piece of the puzzle, the governance challenge. Basically, how do we make sure all this powerful innovation actually benefits society? And this quote right here, it just perfectly captures the core dilemma everyone in this field is wrestling with. It's all about finding that balance between pushing forward and being responsible. How do you innovate without, causing some real damage? And let's be clear, this is not some problem for the future. It's happening right now. These AI agents aren't just simple chatbots anymore. We're talking about systems that can act on their own to get things done, with less and less human supervision. They're already writing software, they're already involved in business deals, which means they're bumping up against contract law, labor law, you name it. The tech is already here, and our rulebooks are struggling to keep up. So, let's wrap this up with a big question for you to think about. We've seen AI evolve from a simple tool to a partner in research to the very foundation of our tech world. So as it starts to automate discovery itself and manage our infrastructure, what's our new role in all of this? What do we do next? That's the big strategic challenge for every single one of us.